we are back with our next installment. This is a really quick and easy one, and I think it's like we get a little mini vacation before we hit the pigs and the sheep and the sunflowers, which seem to look like they got a lot going on with them. So we are doing the bees. Here we are. I made 3 already. Cutting was super simple, and I pieced these, and they were super simple too. A little bit took a little time on the wings, but other than that, everything goes together very smoothly. So let's get started on our last bee. And these next ones after this, the pig, the sheep, and the sunflowers, I may actually do them with you on camera without doing them first, because I'm thinking of taking it next week to finish at a retreat. That way I can get it done and get this project off my list. Because I've got whips stacking up. Alrighty. And as it's so little, I'll be stepping off camera for a few minutes to iron. But we're going to get started here. Let me grab my book, just so I can get the letters right. It's super simple compared to the other ones we've done. So we're going to start with the little upper wing units, which are these bigger rectangles. They're going to go like this. F's. So we get these F units, and we need 2 H's. Actually, no. An H, I, and a K. So we got an I. I goes the bottom right and the bottom left. I'm going to step off camera for just a second. I'll be right back, guys. All right, we're back. Let's take care of a quick business real quick. So here we are. The eyes go in the bottom opposite corners, opposing corners, and our H's go in the top opposing corners. Let's see here. Some H units. They go above the eye in that corner there, and this corner here, just like that. And then we do we sew across like we always do, and then we're going to add the eye units, which are, that is a K. Oh, we need a K unit. I already got the eye unit. See, that's why you got to read the directions. All right, so let me get these sewn on, and then we'll press, cut and press. This one. Alright. So we got that sewn on. Let's do this one. Just double check your images in the book before you cut. Just make sure you've got your stuff going the right way. All right, now we're going to put our K units on, and they go on the bottom. Actually, they go on the top. They go in the top corner, opposing corner, right here. And since these don't overlap, we're going to just go ahead and sew them on, and then I'll cut everything once we're done. So, put this K one on. Press. Alright, so they look like the picture. Yep, just double checking. We're going to cut them 1/4 inch away and press them. Probably what I'll do is go ahead and make the other ones first before we'll go press all the wings at one time. Alright, so we got our upper wings. So let's start with our lower wings. We need the G pieces. And they go rectangly wise, just like this. And you're going to need some H units. You're going to need 2 for each wing. And they're going to go in the opposing corners, like this. And this. And 2 more. I am out, and I should not be because I have to have 2 more. I'm going to have to cut a few. I may have miscounted somewhere. That's okay. I do have some leftover fabric over here. We will cut some more. I may have just got knocked off somewhere. Or I may have just miscounted. Okay. And then we're going to put a J piece in the opposing. Oh, we got this one wrong. This one goes over here. Always double check your image. I would have had 2 of the wrong ones. And then these go in the bottom corners. Right here. And since they do not meet, we will probably just sew them all on. So they don't overlap. And that's going to be our lower wing unit. So I'm going to start with these 2. And I can't wait to go to this retreat. It is near the beach. It's not quite on the beach, but it is near the beach. So I get to go walk on the beach if I want later on in the afternoons. It's going to be cool, like in the 70s. So it's going to be awesome. And get to go with some of my Quilt Guild buddies that I'm making new friends at Guild. I highly suggest if you've got a guild in your area or you know, some kind of craft club that meets to join up, because you'll meet like-minded people who just enjoy the craft. Because I can't really talk about quilting with my husband, but it's not a passion for him, so having other people that are passionate about it is good to be around, so you can kind of talk shop. And I get to see what other people are working on, and I get help with ideas of what, you know, especially if I lose my sojo, which I'm kind of in a slump. Like yesterday and today, like I needed to get in here and get stuff cut and get stuff ready to go to retreat, and I just like but I'm trying to get in here and get it done. So I know you can't see me sewing because my thing is. Alright, I'm gonna have to cut this one because he's a little on the shorter side. They will overlap just a teensy bit, and I I want to be able to push that to the side. So let's cut these. And we're going to press these out. While I'm doing that, I need to cut 2 more H pieces because I'm short and I need 2 more. For my thing here. Luckily I have all this extra stuff. I always keep it around in case I need to cut, because you never know when you're going to mess up something. Get a little extra. So I'm going to get my H pieces done. I'm going to go press these out real quick and we'll be right back. I would have brought my little iron out, but I don't want to get it out because so this is just a little bit of sewing. Hot, hot, hot. Little corner. Doesn't want to straighten out. I need to get one of those silicone finger things. I'm burning my tootsies here. These little bitty triangles. Clapper works great for that. Alright, we got them pretty much pressed. They're still a little curly. They'll be alright. Alright, so let's arrange them because I've got to add pieces to the lower wings. So there's a lower wing here and a lower wing here, and they have to have an M piece attached to them, which are these pieces here. So we're going to attach these M pieces to the lower wing on the outside. And I'm going to put that one on the wrong side. And then we'll press them out. And then we'll go ahead and assemble our wings because we're done with them. The steps have you go ahead and make the bee body before you put the wings together fully. That's good. All right, I'll press these for you. So here's our lower wing pieces, upper wing pieces, and then we need end pieces on the bottom here to finish our wings, like so. Go ahead. Sew these pieces together. so now we have our wings. I'm going to press them and put them under the, oh, I've got to fix this one, it slipped. Always check your seams. So we're going to get those pressed out, and then we're going to start on our bee body. And we'll be done. Alright, we got those on the under the clapper for a minute, and we're going to start with our bee. He always has the two eyes, so here's an eye, here's an eye, and here's the middle piece, which is an A piece. Just like that. So this is D-A-D, so it spells dad. Alright, so we're going to connect all three of these together. Super simple, right? Super simple. And of course, it's just a little stripe piece, so it's going to be quick. Machine made a funny sound. Alright. So there he is. We'll come back to him. So now, looking at our, then we need an E piece, then we need a B piece, then we need another E piece, and then we need our C piece, which is the widest of the yellows. It's a little bit wider than the other one. So I'm going to sew all of these together, just like so. Okay. So the little accordion. Very simple. I can get them to line up. Oh, it's a little bit slippery tonight. All right, so here we are. We're going to press these out, and then we're going to put this and this together. And then we're going to shape up our bee body with the last pieces that we have here. So we're in the home stretch. Bring our wings over here, since I've had them sitting under the clapper to flatten out. Thing is sticking to my hands today. Alrighty, so let's get our bee body together. A little bit off, so I'm going to trim him. Probably should have centered him, but it'll be alright. The bee is perfect, right? They all get wonky bees. Alright, so now we're going to take our H pieces and they're going to go in the corners. We're going to snowball those edges. And then we're going to do our L pieces at the bottom. And we're going to do the same. And these we'll have to do one at a time because I do overlap. So let's get these started. Got those snowballed. We'll trim them, but we're not going to go ahead and press until we get done. Until we get this other triangle on at the bottom, and then I'll press everything, and then we'll do that last corner. So we're going to snowball this on this corner here. All right, and the trim. Tape is sticking to me tonight. All right, we're going to press that down. I'm just going to do a finger press right now, and then we'll press it when we get it over there. It just needs to be down so that I can get this one on. I'm reasonably flat. Alright, so we got our bee body made. We just need to press him out and add this to the top up here. So a little bit of loose thread right there, but I think it'll be all right once it's in the seam. But it'll be all right. Alrighty, so we're gonna put this guy on the top, press him out, and then add our wings. And we will have our last butterfly. Oh, there we go. Now I've got to press it out. And then we're going to add our wings. Left wing, right wing. Right wing. I'm getting tongue-tied. Just getting bit. Alright, there's one wing. Let's add the second. Press them flat, and we will have a bee. And here's our bee, all ready to go. So now we have our 4 bees. And next we're going to be doing the pig. I've got my fabric starched and I'm about to cut it. So stay tuned for our next installment.